look at these people with these, they coming out with this, going back to your generation and going to the court of heaven. Jesus already did that, you dummies. And y'all sopping this stuff up like that hot water cornbread with that pot liquor syrup and them collard greens. And what you're doing, they're taking your faith from grace into a works-based method because now you got to find out what, man. Do you know how far back they got y'all looking and you wasting time looking for deliverance and you already delivered? You got to understand generational curses belong to the old covenant. Exodus 20 and 5, in which he talks about that God did say that the curse of the father, the iniquity of the fathers would be on their children. He said that. But under the new covenant, Exodus 18 and 20, he says the soul that sins shall die. He didn't say the father. He made it individual, which means you're responsible for your own individual sin. What your daddy did, what your mama did, you are no longer responsible for that if you believe in Jesus Christ. See, you got leaders who want to think they so deep in deliverance that they're actually teaching heresy. See, God already had Jesus in place to dismantle generational guilt. And we're going to get into it, but this is just an overview. Jesus already dealt with it directly. And when you go to John 9, read it for yourself. The disciples asked Jesus, who sinned, this man or his parent? He said, neither. So what you got to understand, if you understand scripture, Jesus shut down the whole generational curse method. You suffering because of your bloodline. What did he say? He said, so the power of God can be revealed. What does that really mean? We're going to get into it. What has happened? Because your leaders do not understand what the, and this is why we're taking our time teaching my people grace for those who knew, who going to listen. You don't understand the totality of grace, so they preach to you cheap grace. Because to understand what we're going to reveal, it comes from having an intimate relationship with God and God wanting to free his people through the finished work of the cross. So the cross, it canceled every claim against you. Colossians 2:14, having canceled the record of debt, he disarmed principalities and powers. So you don't have no ancestral accusations against you. You don't have no spiritual debts against you. You don't have no inherited guilt. You don't have no demonic claims tied to your language. There is nothing left to enforce if you believe in the finished work of the cross.